Welcome back to Cultist Sim. I am Alex, otherwise known as an authentic human person, or the authentic human person, or just authentic human person. And this is Nick, who may or may not be
an authentic human person?
We're not entirely sure if he's human or not, but he's definitely part of the cult. Do you want to dream or explore?
If you want, we can try exploring the auction house again to see if we can't get that film reel I mentioned was so powerful.
All right. Auction house. Nope, wait, I don't know why I did that. I've done that twice in a row now, jeez.
I do that all the time, don't worry. You do it, you're just like, oh, there's a blank spot, gotta put a card there.
I see the auction house, take my money.
You have no evidence.
I'm safe for now. My adversary has not enough evidence to bring a case against me. They've found no clues. You coward, you've got nothing. Nothing!
What is up for sale at the auction house?
We got the 6 Letters of Necessity, warnings and confessions about the cost of the invisible arts addressed to a student by the 17th century Magus and reputed immortal Julian Causley.
We want those. We want those notes.
We want those. Why do we want those?
That is our first get to forge. The aspect of forge.
Cool. Alright, so now that we have a passion back, do you want to dream on the way of the wood again?
I think that passion needs to be saved for our talking, so I think we need to wait.
Gotcha.
So I think our passion's gonna take it from us. Sorry, our speech is gonna take it from us. Oop. Stuff's happening.
Someone else has matched my bid. I must match with more funds and forego my prize. Or forego my prize. Again?
Sadly, yeah, we got a bid.
Sunk cost fallacy it is.
Let's see how our painting did.
My recent work is considered significant.
3
We got
monies.
so much stuff. Or, wait, this is where we slack notoriety and mystique, right?
Right. Notoriety?
Which mystique?
Either one. It pauses the timer on them.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if we wanted to let the mystique burn out.
Mystique is kind of helpful to have around.
Alright. Inspiration.
Inspiration. A picture of contentment, perhaps. That will save one of our contentments for later.
The auctioneer makes note of my name and signals one of the attendants I have my prize. I hope it's worth it.
That is a good document to get. It is our... We want to get lore in each of our aspects so that we have something for all of them. So getting another one that we don't yet have is good.
Alright. So...
If you're not too concerned about money, you can keep going with our auctions. Alright,
we can keep going with our auctions.
Oh, that's it! That's the film reel.
So don't bid.
Bid! Bid!
You sound
everything!
You sound like you're part of the cult of capitalism
Shark
there,
tail.
but...
Bet everything. Shark tail. Bet it all.
I thought it was Shark Tank.
Bet it all. That's a different one. In Shark Tale, the movie,
I know which
the
one
man
you're
gets
talking
into a lot
about.
of trouble by betting everything. And that's what we're doing.
A can of nitrate film labeled STUMM. Silent or perhaps mute. The director's name, Jernik Kroos, is shakily appended.
That is very good. That's good stuff.
Alright, and then... just use a different mystique, because we got mystique out the wazoo and notoriety. And inspiration.
Whatever you'd want.
Those who know will understand, as will the Suppression Bureau. Is this risky?
It might generate a notoriety.
Let's look for something else.
That's actually a good idea, saving that glimmering.
That's what I was thinking, but I was like, oh no, I don't want to consume an extra glimmering unnecessarily. STUMM!
Yes, we have STUMM. That's very good.
How did you describe it? Baby's first film on summoning demons?
Baby's first demon summoning guide.
Ah, yes, Baby's first demon summoning guide. I will become the Doom Slayer yet. Slee, an acquaintance. Craig Slee, the astronomer and avant-garde poet, has developed an interest in the esoteric as his health wanes.
And another follower to recruit. Let us induct him into our society.
Welcome.
Here's another thing. We can use our Dread. This. Dread is an influence card.
This one is ready.
Which will destroy the Dread card.
Sweet.
So we don't have to worry about it.
And I think this sucker's gonna go away in a second anyway.
Indeed. So we're totally fine on our health.
So do we want to dream or explore?
We can dream on our passion now, since we're not using it. And we'll want to study one of our poetry collections.
Want to study our poetry collections. Recruit an acquaintance by invoking Edge. Before they speak the words, the novice must sharpen a knife so it can separate a drifting thread. And it be not sharp enough, it will be the worse for them. Alright, so we got him.
Nice.
Got a fleeting reminiscence.
Very diverse set of followers, which is good.
Got paints. Since we're getting down to 8 funds, I'll wait on the books, I guess. Unless you think it's not a problem.
Yeah, let's wait. Especially since
health, because we got health out the wazoo.
Why not? We're not using it.
And do we want to talk?
Not at the moment.
Strange. Our streets strange by moonlight. Sometimes the light of the moon is a key to other places. I found a place where, for a night or two, the streets curve in unfamiliar ways. If I walk here, I might find insight, or I might be touched by madness.
You will be walking those streets a lot. Explore them deeply. We'll want to do that kind of just generally.
As long as we have it.
Yeah.
Alright.
I've actually discovered it's a more useful card than I thought it was, and I already thought it was pretty useful.
I was gonna say, you thought pretty highly of it last time we played. Oh. Yeah, Cadmus Solon was pretty big on Strange Streets by Midnight when he got it. We got an Occult Scrap, or the Well, and the Temple of the Wheel.
Occult Scrap is good. That's our pink histories. That's a direct advancement for our cult.
Alright, so we'll just go ahead and take that. I walked in the wood last night, and the scissors worked in the distance, and the furred things crammed my mouth and swarmed my ears, and I felt the old urge to drop to wolf fours and nose among the roots. But I remembered that I walk upright by day, and I know fire and steel and words. And at last I found where the velvet had concealed a secret on tree bark beneath moss. I read it, then with the tips of my fingers, and I think now that I could write it in full.
Congrats, we have another bit of histories for us. Now, something to note about histories. I explained this last playthrough, but I don't know if you remember, and it'll be helpful for the viewers, is that those are two of the same aspects of lore. They're both histories, but they're of different levels. The one we just got is of level 2, and the one we had was of level 4. You can combine lores together by studying them to make more powerful pieces of lore, but that takes various things like erudition and studying to do, but you gain more and more powerful pieces of lore through that. And the denotation for how powerful it is how far the circle goes around the subject. I think that's clear.
Yes, I do believe that that's clear.
Since we're running low on money, why don't we find a job?
Like this?
Yes.
Find work which will spare my body, if not my mind. We got a subtle fracture. Clouds part, walls creak, old wounds ache.
It is a good influence, but it's not going to be around long enough for us to make good use of it.
Gotcha. Visions pass me with pavane grace, a window over a wood, a garden of ice, a shivering sun, a woman of glass. I will return home with reluctance.
Purple and the knock influence it is, the way of opening things, is always required to summon something. So you must open the way for it into this world.
Glover and Glover have offered me a junior position. I start at 8 sharp tomorrow morning.
Let us work.
Scratch of pens, the sourness of dusk, the sighing of the younger Glover, and the greedy gurgling of the elder. I will apply extra effort. Perhaps they'll appreciate it.
We can start recruiting new members by talking more of our secrets, since we're starting to get to the point where we have enough passion to continually dream and continually talk. Make
Got a
sense?
fascination.
Not pulling. We got the influence, but we ought to get that again. There goes the fascination.
Oh boy.
Right over there in the madness bucket.
Madness bucket. You're a madness bucket. Peculiar rumor or the well and the temple of the wheel?
Would you like to get an extra follower at the cost of 1 notoriety?
Sure.
And make that peculiar rumor.
This might lead me to someone I need, or it might mean something else entirely. While I was returning to the depths, one appeared in front of my eyes, whose mouth was sealed. When I saw them in the great emptiness, I cried out. I think that last night I met another soul in the wood. I will never recall exactly what we said to one another, but I think that we will recognize each other in the waking world. Dream. All right.
We want to explore that peculiar rumor.
I suspect that at the end of this story, I may find someone who will hear what I have to say. And then, work done working. Mr. Alden, the supervisor of records, has called me into his office to recognize my diligence. I watch the mole on his neck as he talks and talks and talks. But at the end of it, I have a promotion. My new position is better paid, and the desk stands by the street window, but I work directly for Mr. Alden now. Mr. Alden is known to be exacting. Mr. Alden is known to get on my nerves. True story.
Let us work for Mr. Alden.
Mr. Alden. I'm better paid than I was, but Mr. Alden has taken an interest in me. Mr. Alden is very particular. Mr. Alden likes things done just so, and Mr. Alden has never believed that I'm qualified for this position. And dream on passion?
Yes, now that we have enough passion to do so, it's a good idea.
Hey look, we're doing all of the things. And
Yes,
also our
we're
mystique
finally
goes
at the
off
point.
the screen. Thankfully it's starting to expire. Gosh. And that just sucked up a reason.
It is a patron. Not a cultist, but a patron.
And we will have enough time to get reason for that. Gosh.
Yes.
Mr. Alden is known to be a pain.
Is.
Mr. Alden is known to send me to the madness bucket. Do we want an occult scrap?
Yes, we want a good amount of those.
I do not believe that you have properly understood the importance of our work here. This task will require your full attention. The work is complete when I have assessed the work as complete and not before. I trust we understand each other. Mr. Alden is going to understand my cult when I have him thefted.
Well,
Murdered.
speaking of that,
What? Speaking
how
of that,
about we end this episode on a high note and take our extra passion from our study bucket and watch that film about studying demons.
so
Let's
we want
watch
to
our film.
study the film.
You're gonna buy a projector for it, which costs money.
So just slap up money in there.
Slap of money in there.
All right.
That confused me for so long the first time.
No worries. Before we do that, do we want to explore a dream? Because I can just cue that up.
Game on our passion. Just like that. And we shall explore those strange streets again.
All right. The film rattles through the projector, I'm gonna start that over. Watch STUMM. The film rattles through the projector, glows silently on the wall. It is the story of a foolish student of forbidden sciences who recruits a dancer to entice the dead back into the world through a flaw in its skin. It is a fiction, but here on a title card is laid out the operation of the declining sun. And we're done with work. On this occasion, I have determined that your work is of an acceptable standard. You may go. Be punctual tomorrow, please.
Remember the time we walked the strange streets and got that influence of knock?
Yes.
We're looking for that again. Hoping to get that again out of our strange streets.
Dr. Ibn al-Adim. Dr. Ibn al-Adim, called the Alpine, has an interest in overlooked history. He could use your assistance. You know, I think our interests might overlap.
Why don't we talk to him?
The doctor would like my help with his research.
If we're lucky, want our help on something we already know.
Here's what he needs.
It is something we know.
Dr. Ibn al-Adim, called the Alpine, has offered you a commission. He would like you to provide him with any information you can assemble on the secret histories of the world. You'll need a matching lore fragment of at least level 2 to complete this commission.
So that, along with our fully first demon summoning, is something we can do next episode.
So wait for that to finish?
We're doing actual cult business. Yes.
Alright.
I can't believe we're doing so well. We're actually doing cult stuff.
Oh wow. Alright, peculiar rumor, well, or temple of the wheel?
We have enough notoriety on the field. I'd grab something else. You can pick.
Yeah, we did the well last time, so I'll do the temple of the wheel.
Influence.
In the wood beyond the walls of the Mansus, a jagged rock rears like the petrified remnants of a dancing giant. I trailed my hands along its flank, over the eye signs and lichen and the crude graffiti of the lesser wood powers, and I felt the thrumming of the wheel which has passed. It has passed, but something continues.
Once again, the wheel is the hour of, rhythm and continuation.
Subtle fracture. Is that what we wanted?
Yes, that's what we wanted. Now we can summon demons.
Cool. Look forward to doing that next time. Should I go ahead and explore this again, or save that?
Explore it again and let us read what our projector has gotten us.
The rite is depicted in chilling detail. Here is the flaw in the world, an influence shimmering in luminous paint. Here is the dancer establishing an irresistible rhythm. Here the scholar recites the operation, and now the misty dead whirls through the flaw to consume him. The film closes on the dancer's watchful eyes. Had she intended it all from the start? An Operation of the Declining Sun, and the Sunset Rite. Sunset Rite. The assistant must cry tears of genuine emotion, which are asperged in the place where the influence lies. If all is done well, the sun and rags will consume the influence, acknowledging an ending, and lend its assistance. And an Operation of the Declining Sun. This invokes, acknowledges, and welcomes the passage to silence. Use this rite with a heart influence and Byzantine tinct to summon the voiceless dead. Cool. And I believe that concludes it for today, and we will be getting on to even more cult goodness next time.
I'll summon demons!
Demons!